Okay, fella. We got enough of that crap in the last video you made. We don't need to be going through all that again. Sheesh.
Okay. Spoil sport. Moving along then. North to Simon and Mim's home. Nan Chumpan, Kalyoi, Phetchaburi, Thailand. Before I go any further, I want to thank everyone who made my trip to Thailand into a reality. But I want to thank two people that made it so special by opening up their home to me as if we'd known each other for 20 years. They gave me an experience in Thailand that I would have never had otherwise. Simon and Mim. I will be forever grateful to them. Should you have the pleasure of meeting them someday, I can assure you that you can't find a better couple anywhere. In Simon's interview, I failed to clarify something, and I got some comments about it. I'd like to clarify that now. After I had landed, and the taxi that brought me from the airport to Pattaya, when they dropped me off a block from the hotel and
left you.
And I was there at about 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning in Pattaya, busy as it would be during
the night,
off season. It wasn't terribly busy. It wasn't shoulder to shoulder, but it was busy, and I really felt more alone than I probably had ever felt in my life. To be clear, my hotel was in the middle of LK Metro, an area where the street is blocked off and no cars are allowed at that time. It sounded as if the driver had just carelessly dropped off this 72-year-old newbie without so much as a single thought. The driver spoke little English, and of course I spoke no Thai, so I doubt that he even realized that I was new to his country. There was absolutely nothing inconsiderate about his actions as far as I was concerned. There was something that I told Simon that you should listen to very carefully. I made a joke out of it, as I often do, but it's really something that you should pay close attention to. A whole lot of research. I probably listened to a third of it.
Yeah, Ron, sure. You followed a third of that advice? Shit. If you followed 5% of it, I'd be shocked. Give me a break here. Don't BS your listeners, please. They saw Johnny's videos.
Seriously, though, the point is that no matter how much you research and plan, things will happen that will cause on-the-fly changes. It's inevitable. You won't make the right decisions every time. That's just life. Understand that and use your research wisely, and most of the time it will all turn out okay for your overall travel experience. So, you've gone to Thailand. Now what? Where do you go? What do you need to go see? That's a tough question. Two of the most common questions that I and many vloggers get asked are, 1, where should I go for sure? And how much will it cost me? Well, there is no definitive answer to either of those questions, period. It depends on so many variables that are completely personal to you and you alone. The adult entertainment areas, the many temples that are all over Thailand, Many types of markets that are available? All of the above? You have to determine that and do your research based on those factors that you end up with.
You don't have to go to the tourist spots
No.
to see that side of it. You can completely go off the beaten track.
You can.
And travel around.
I recommend you go just because it's part of the experience.
Yeah, yeah.
And I recommend that you do go to Pattaya or Bangkok or Hua Hin or Phuket or whatever and see the tourist areas too. But there's a lot of interesting places there too.
Yeah, bud. Sure. There's a lot of interesting places there, too. Some of those interesting places seem to be conveniently missing from your blogs so far. Might there be a hidden reason for that? Kind of makes me wonder about that.
Looks like it's time to change my password again. My evil twin just won't leave me alone, it seems. Always adding in his 2 cents. That's about what his opinions are actually worth. On with the story. Just ignore him, folks. Rural life in Thailand. Like I mentioned, rural life is similar everywhere. You're going to find a few more critters out there as well, for sure. More of the 4, 6, or 8-legged ones anyway, and a few with no legs as well.
And half an hour ago, Ron chased a snake off.
Yep.
Really? Come on now. That poor snake might have been a foot long, if that. Are you trying to come across as if you wrestled some 20-foot anaconda in a death match? You actually want us to believe that you're the Thailand Parang version of Snake Dundee or something? Sorry, old man. You're not gonna fool the ladies with your lame story. They won't fall for it.
Another often asked question. Is it safe to go to Thailand, especially if by yourself? Here's another gray area. It mostly depends on you. For me, the answer is simple. Absolutely.
Have you felt unsafe in Thailand?
Never. I've been in the middle of the night on dark streets by myself or in one situation with one other person, literally pitch black, walking along a dirt road and never felt uncomfortable. Does that mean that that was a smart thing for me to do? Does that mean that nothing bad can happen to you? Hell no. I don't mean that at all. That's like saying it's always safe in the U.S. It's situational, of course. It depends on where you are, what you're doing, who you're with, and so on. Always. The point is that Thailand is not inherently dangerous. But common sense always applies. Never forget that.
Common sense? Common sense? Dark streets, dirt roads, middle of the night? Doesn't sound to me like there was a lot of common sense being used by you at that point. Maybe you needed more common sense and less tequila during your trip to the land of smiles. Please, people, do what the old man says, not what he does.
Okay, my evil twin has been pushed out through the airlock again, hopefully permanently this time. Enough of the rude interruptions by his sorry self finally. There you have it, my visit to the city of Hua Hin and the village of Nong Chimpan in Thailand. Did I enjoy my visits? Of course. Will I go back? We'll see. My overall advice to you, again, It's summed up in my interview with Simon. Come here and experience it. You will never, ever forget it. I never will. Whether I come back, if I go back and don't do anything from it, I've got this the rest of my life. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hit the thumbs up if you enjoyed this. Thumbs down if you didn't. Comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell for notifications. See you next time. All right. See y'all later.